Hi guys, welcome back to Manson Media Corner, and today I'm going to show you my science fiction stroke action films in my collection. So let's start with a bit of retro, which is Big Trouble in Little China with Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall, and of course the legendary Lo Pan. This is directed by the legendary John Carpenter, who gave us Halloween, They Live, which is going to come up shortly, Prince of Darkness, I think it was called. But yeah, this is a great 80s film with Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall. There's Lo Pan there. Special features, you've got audio commentary with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell, but I highly recommend this film if you've never seen it. We got a couple of Pirates of the Caribbean, which is Pirates of the Caribbean: A Dead Man's Chest with Johnny Depp, Andrew Bloom and Keira Knightley. Again, I think these are on Disney Plus, but these are really good films, and they're produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, I think, or Bruckheimer. Yeah, yes, but really good film, and I think, not too sure who plays. I think that's David Jones. It might be Bill Nighy, I think his name is, or Geoffrey Rush. And speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, we got the four of them on the cover. There's Geoffrey Rush, I think it is. It's Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley. As you can see there, it's the producer of Armageddon and Pearl Harbor, which was Jerry Bruckheimer. But really great films, and this is directed by Gore Verbinski. Then a bit of horror, which is Dino De Laurentiis presents Stephen King's Cat's Eyes with James Woods and Drew Barrymore again. This came out in 1985, and the image there is the main cat, what the film's loosely based around, which is called The General. You can see there, Drew Barrymore holding The General, which is one of the short stories in this trilogy. And we got Quitters Inc., which is a good story as well, with James Woods and The Ledge as well. This was started by Louis Teague as well. Music by Alan Silvestri. Then we got a couple of TV shows in the 80s in The Final Battle, which has got Mark Singer, Michael Ironside. I think it's got Lane Stanley, who was in The New Adventures of Lois and Clark as Perry White, if I do recall rightly. And Joan Badler, I think it is, or Balder, of course, it played Diana in this thing, but really good, really great action, stroke science fiction. But some of the special effects nowadays has probably been outdated type of thing. This is the first one. This was also directed by the guy who gave us The Incredible Hulk in the late 70s as well. You can see there, V for Victory and the UFOs. Kenneth Johnson, I believe, gave us the Hulk. Mark Singer, of course, was in The Beast Master. Also had Robert Englund, who gave us Freddy Krueger, of course, famous for the Nightmare on Elm Street films. This was the TV show just after, I think, the Final Battle complete series. I'm not too sure whether you can buy these on Blu-ray, but the transfer would be quite good, to be honest, if it did come out on Blu-ray. There's a couple of images as well. Then two great science fiction stroke horror films. In Ghostbusters from the year 1984 with Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd and Sigourney Weaver. Of course, absolute classic film, a great soundtrack, soundtrack by Ray Parker Jr. Of course, which introduced the world to the Ghostbusters, which I had the figures, which I think were made by Kenner. And of course he had the world introduced to Slimer, who was a big character at the time. And following on, we've got Ghostbusters 2, which I think came out about 1989, with the classic lineup. Of course, Ann Potts as a secretary, Janine I think it was, and of course got Rick Moranis. Of course got the villain of this film, which is Vigo. This was directed by the late great Ivan Reitman. Then we got Highlander from 1986 with a great soundtrack by Queen, of course. On this, you had It's a Kind of Magic and Who Wants to Live Forever. One of my favourite songs off A Kind of Magic, that Give Me the Prize, I think it's called. But this film is like science fiction with a bit of, sword fighting. But you got Christopher Lambert and the late great Sean Connery, who was the original James Bond in 1962. His nemesis is actually Kurgan, I believe it is, played by Clancy Brown. I think still going to this day in acting, that is. And of course, not forgetting Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, which is his first James Bond outing in 2006. And also in this film we got the legendary Dame Judi Dench. Like I said, Daniel Craig, in 2006. Got one of Mads Mikkelsen early films. There he is. I think it's Eva Green as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Speaking of James Bond, the year I was born, which was For Your Eyes Only with Roger Moore. I think Sheena Easton may have won or got nominated for Best Original Song at that year's Oscars. But really good film with Topol, and one of my favourite James Bonds in Roger Moore. Also got Julian Glover, who was in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. But really good James Bond film. And a bit of John Cena in one of his first big roles in the Marine with Robert Patrick, who will be coming up shortly in this collection. But really good action film with John Cena. Here's Robert Patrick. Lots of special features. But if you like action, I highly recommend this film. Especially as it's John Cena, who's a big time action star at the moment. Then one from the 80s classic TV show, which is season 1 of the A-Team with the legendary B.A. Baracus, which is Mr. T. And he got 5 discs. There's no special features, but the discs have got a bit of art on them with the members of the A-Team. Of course, he got the Mexican sleigh ride, which wasn't Dirk Benedict's face. I'm not too sure whatever happened to that actor, but who played face. But yeah, can't go on with a bit of the A-Team. And we got the first Roger Moore out, and of course, amazing soundtrack by Wings, which was Paul McCartney. But this came out in 1971, and it's Live and Let Die. Of course, the legendary Baron Samedi, and of course, you got Jane Seymour. Of course, you got a brilliant scene with the boat flying over the car. But really good James Bond, one of my favourites. Like I said, you know, he's my favourite James Bond of all time. Yeah, got a bit of Arnie Schwarzenegger. One of the best films from 1987, of course. The Predator. Absolute classic film with Jesse the Body Ventura and of course Carl Weathers, who was Apollo Creed in Rocky. And of course, can't go wrong with a bit of classic Schwarzenegger in The Terminator from 1984. Some people call this a horror, like a slasher stroke, or I'll just call it an all-out action film with Arnie as the villain. But what an awesome film this is. Of course, directed by James Cameron. Of course, an absolute classic from 1985 in Commando. Love this film as well. Absolute classic, Arnie. And the villain in this later played Rancic, I do believe. In Power Rangers Time Force, which is Vernon Wells, I think it is, or something on that time. And of course, bit of sword and sorcery, which put him on the map, which is Conan the Barbarian. This is the special feature. It's got tons of special features. Of course, James Earl Jones, who famously voiced Darth Vader as the main villain in this film as well. Of course, bit of superhero, but kind of action superhero. What an all-star cast. Of course, got Nicolas Cage as well, which is kick-ass. There he is with his glasses. Nicolas Cage, I think's character's big. I can't remember if it's Big Daddy or something like that one. You got Christoph Mintz, I think his name is. Mintz Plasse, or Plasse. And not forgetting Kick-Ass 2, of course, with old Jim Carrey there, and Chloe Grace Moretz. But what a great sequel. I'd love to see them do another Kick-Ass, but I can't see it happening. But I would definitely love to see like a Kick-Ass 3. And, of course, can't go on with a bit of Roddy Piper and Keith David action in They Live. Of course, brilliant fight scene with Roddy Piper and Keith David. But again, classic John Carpenter film. And Meg Foster, I believe. Of course, the scene at the bank, which everybody knows. The iconic scene in that film, but brilliant film. Of course, last but not least, apparently the transfer on the 4K is great, but it's classic James Cameron with directed Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Absolute classic action film from about 91 or 1992, but great film with Robert Patrick and Robert Englund. Is it Robert Englund? I think it is. No, it's not. No, it's name's gone now. But he played Sarah Connor's kid. But anyhow, thank you for watching Mansell Media Corner. If you like any of them films, tell me in the comments. Are there any films what I would thoroughly enjoy watching, etc, etc, etc. Like I say, all the while, please like, share and subscribe. It's free to subscribe, you know. I won't pay you any money to subscribe, you know. Just click on the bell icons on the subscription. And that's all I've got to say from... I gotta say thank you for watching Mansell Media Corner. there'll be some more videos coming up soon, new collections, videos, etc. So anyhow, thank you for watching Mansell Media Corner, and thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel so far. You guys are awesome. So thank you anyhow, and goodbye folks, goodbye.